Hello, this is Caleb with Garvin Sewer Service. I'm at 209 South Bowen Street in Longmont at the Learning Center. Currently, I'm at this one-way riser, just a one-way riser that's close to the front door, the rock wall that I'll reference in a second close to the front door, and the rock wall that I'll reference as close to the street. We will talk about that in a second. So, story is they've been having reoccurring backups. They've been able to snake it through here. They did have paper towels, but it keeps backing up. They wanted to check it, and we do see some stuff going on. We'll address it as we go. It is a active daycare, so there is going to be some running water occasionally. We are going to zero out our distance indicator on the lower left-hand side of the screen. This is telling us how far our camera head is moving. So we're looking at SDR drain right now. That's plastic. And so we take a dip down, and here we got, and kind of dip down again. Here we have a line that is going from, so we're going towards the street, which is east, and then we dip into the line that is heading from north to south. This is running underneath the playground area that I'm at, and I actually can identify a turn even though we go underwater, because there's a belly here, and we'll talk about that. But I can tell there's a turn. I marked the turn in the sidewalk on the opposite side of the rock wall closest to the front door. Take a look at the pictures, you'll see that. That is about 6.5 feet deep. We have a flush coming by. So we, I know we're flushing right now, but we go underwater immediately from right here. So at, we'll call it 10 feet. At 10 feet, we drop into a line that is running from north to south. There are a second set of outside risers on the far north of the building, probably 150 feet away. I will try to camera that out and see if we see this line go underwater or if it's underwater over there as well. So we're going to be underwater for the vast majority of this time. Again, I know water is running, but when water was not running or minimal water is running, my camera was fully submerged. So I'm not sure what kind of material of the drain we have. I'm not sure if there's any break in this line or anything of that nature due to the standing water, even when water is not being actively ran. So right there we took a turn. I believe we did. It's somewhere around here. And I was able to accurately locate that in the sidewalk area. And then after that, it heads straight out to the street, heading east. So we're underwater this entire time. And then right here, we pop out of the water real quick, and we're looking at cast iron. I'm not sure if this is like maybe a fitting that's offset or something of that nature. I cannot tell. I've been trying to get a good picture. We're looking at cast here. Come out of that water, so the belly ends right there. Based on that, it looks like I was still in the cast. But we immediately go underwater. And at one point when I started cameraing, I saw there was paper here. My camera had pushed it out, so that's where our accumulation's happening. So then we have those, 60 feet, so from 10 to 60, it's a 50-foot belly. And then we come over here and we join the city. The city is actually running from south to north. So yeah, that's the spot where we're underwater significantly and pop out. So getting about 62 feet. So from 10 to 62 feet is a 52-foot belly. Now remember, we were in that common line that was going from north to south. We'll try to, I'll do a part 2 video from the other risers, think heading this way, but we don't know where that route is. To fix the belly, we would at least start in the street where I located this spot right here, located the street 6 feet down. It is close to the others, like it's just on the other side of the middle divide. Take a look at the pictures, you'll see that picture. So I'll go ahead and keep it recording as I come back, and then there'll be a part 2 video showing the north cleanouts, and I believe they probably head through that common line that we saw around the 10-foot section. So see, that's that common line I keep referring to, running from north to south. See that all that water is holding. If there's any other questions, refer to the invoice summary. There will be a text version of this job there on that account. And then refer to the part 2 video, which may or may not give us any more insight onto that common line.